job like a man. So you're telling me that a woman has to go work like a man every day, and a man goes work and he's tired when he gets home. A woman's not tired. She has to clean, cook, do the dishes, do the laundry. Are you kidding me?
Why don't you want to do that?
What are you talking about? Why don't I want to do it? You know how fucking tiring that is? Have you done that?
I do it every day.
First of all, yelling doesn't mean you're winning an argument. It's a sign of low intelligence. You can lower your voice and speak to me. I'm sitting right here. I can hear you. Your point is invalid, and you sound like the rest of these unwedded women talking about the modern day women right there. I'm gonna go to work like you. Do you want me to cook, clean? First of all, if that was the case, so what? Yes, you're gonna cook, clean, do this and do that. And guess what? He taking the trash out, he fixing the house, he making sure this. Y'all have different responsibilities and different roles. Now, amongst modern day women, we're equal. We're not. We're both important. We're equally important to the relationship, but we have different duties, functions, and responsibilities. And you yelling, oh, I gotta cook, clean, yes, because don't nobody care. But at the same time, my wife don't care if the AC duct needed to be cleaned and it was $300. She won't even know that the man came and went. We have different responsibilities. Just because I can see you cook the food and you can't see me clean the gutters, you don't even care about that stuff, but it still need to be done. Men have different responsibilities. So all this, oh, I cook and I clean, and like, yeah, that's part of your function. But when your tire is flat, my function is to make sure you have a new tire. But when your car need an oil change, it's my job to make sure these people ain't ripping you off. We have different duties and functions and responsibilities. And if you don't love your duty, your function, your responsibility, you're not fit to be like a man.
Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakbadash, double honors to the apostles and elders and great millstone who rule well and teach well with sincerity,
like a man.
Honesty, and integrity. Brothers laboring this truth, putting their life on the line, especially in these times. Salutations to you brothers and you brothers and sisters who believe in this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, a brother just shared that in the chat, and I actually seen that video not too long ago, the same video, and I was disgusted by it. I didn't share it like the brother did, but it's not by coincidence that the brother shared it, because if you've been around these hyenas, man, and you see how they act, I mean, we need, our people in general, men and women, become degenerate plant, that our people, we just need a whole new makeover, right? And how is that going to happen? Through the purging, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, summon the spirit, right? They're going to get it here on this side. They're going to wake up to everlasting life, and then someone's going to wake up to everlasting to shame, right? They're going to wake up to shame, all right? But these, let me get that scripture, because I don't want to, Daniel 12 and 2. Daniel 12 and 2, it reads, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting content. All right, because ultimately, man, they're gonna know, they was given that grace period here on that side, and the Lord ultimately gave them over to that, eyes that don't see and ears that don't hear. So they lack understanding, right? So our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, right? So they're gonna be waking up to shame, man. All right, knowing that, acting like this is not in order, man. You see, and when the women get in the kingdom, they're gonna be in their right mind, all right, in their right spirit, because this is out of order, right? Matter of fact, look.
Like a man. So you're telling me that a woman has to go work like a man every day, and a man goes work and he's tired when he gets home. A woman's not tired. She has to clean, cook, do the dishes, do the laundry. Are you kidding me?
Why don't you want to do that?
What are you talking about? Why don't I want to do that? You know how fucking tiring that is? Have you done that?
I do it every day.
First of all, yelling doesn't mean you're winning an argument.
Yeah, and these people, they lack emotional intelligence, right? These women, man. They are emotionally unstable, right? Unstable, right? So they can't, make rational decisions, logically, right? So that's why they need a man, because they're a weaker vessel and they're deprived of wisdom. You see, right? The scriptures talk about how Proverbs 9:13, it reads, a foolish woman is clamorous, man. Matter of fact, yep, a foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and know nothing. Let me go get that up. Let's get that. What is that? Yeah. Hama, all right? And it reads, to murmur, growl, roar, cry aloud, they mourn, rage, sound, make noise, tumult, be clamorous, right? Make it a loud and confused noise, man. A loud and confused noise. Nothing but confusion coming out of her mouth. She's uttering out of her mouth, man. You see? And what the scripture says, Sirach 25:16, it reads, I had rather dwell with the lion and a dragon than to keep house with the wicked woman. You see? I'd rather dwell with the lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. What is the other one? Shit. That's another one. Let me jump up to 13 though. Sirach 25:13, it reads, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, right? The plague of the mind, right? And any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, man. You see, these women are completely out of order, man. And that, like he says, that's why you wonder why you're not married now. Right? Because she's talking about what she don't want to do. But hold on, let me get that scripture I said I was going to do first. I'm going to see if I can. Let me see. Yep. The water, y'all washing me outside. Proverbs 21:9, it says, it is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house, man. Rather be in a corner of a housetop than be in a wide house, than being in that wide house with this woman, man. It reads, Proverbs 25:24, it is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman and in a wide house, right? Saying the same thing. That's how much they had. The Lord had to mention it twice, man. You see? Give me any plague, or the plague of the mind, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, man. You see? Because they're completely out of order. Completely out of order. All right? Matter of fact, and that's why, man, on this side, man, it's not, you see, like the elder apostle Kabal always say, it's not your woman, brother, it's just your turn, man. Now, you have a woman dwelling, is pleased to dwell with you, and doing her best to give you peace, then the water y'all Bashim y'all shy. Call her lion like y'all Bashim y'all shine, and she's, even if she's not in his truth or not, but she's her demon levels on, she is on low, right? But yeah, then call her lion like Yahweh Bashim y'all shy, man, Lord be over you and your household, right? But that's including your women, your children, right? But for the most part, man, it's not your woman, man. It's just your turn, bro. It's just your turn. Because motherfuckers lose their wits for these women, man. Lose their motherfucking mind over these damn women. And these women ain't still, man. The shoe fair wear it, man. But most of these women ain't shit, man. Like, imagine going home. Imagine.
Like a man. So you're telling me that a woman has to go work like a man every day, and a man goes work and he's tired when he gets home. A woman's not tired. She has to clean, cook, do the dishes, do the laundry. Are you kidding me?
Why don't you want to do that?
This is most women, man. They're very masculine. See how this woman...
What are you talking about? Like a man. So you're telling me that a woman has to go work like a man every day, and a man goes work.
And like the elder apostle Paul always say too, man, this is not even a woman, because she's not even a servant, man. Woman go back to wife go back to servant, right? And this is not a woman. This is a female, like the elder award say out there in North Carolina. This is a female, man.
And he's tired when he gets home. A woman's not tired. She has to clean, cook, do the dishes, do the laundry. Are you kidding me?
Why don't you want to do that?
And then look what this, for the watch.
What are you talking about? Why don't I want to do that? You know how tiring that is? Have you done that?
I do it every day.
First of all,
she's like, I do it. She's like, have you done that? And then this lady was like, I do it every day, right? I've been, and that's, she's, what's the scripture says, man? First we're gonna get this, Genesis 3:16, and it reads, until the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception, right? In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, right? That's why they have birth pains, right? And thy desire should be to thy husband, man. Like when you wake up every day, it should be to thy husband, first and foremost. And he should rule over thee, man. And you supposed to serve him, man. You see? This order when you go in, I think 1 Corinthians 11 chapter, right? There's order, man. But these women are completely out of order. Matter of fact, let's get that since I brought it up. A new brother might come in. This is one of those. Matter of fact, let's get this. 1 Corinthians 11:3, it reads, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, right? And the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh, right? So there's an order, Yahweh Shai, the man, the women, children, right? Order, all right? Order, right? And I'm going to jump down. Verse 8, it reads, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman. So man wasn't created for the woman, but listen, but the woman for the man. You see? So that's their duty, man. A helpmeet, right? It was good that, Adam had Eve, man. All right? So,
yelling doesn't mean you're winning an argument.
Yeah, man, I'd rather dwell in it, with a lion or a dragon than with a woman like this, man. You see? You'd rather be in a corner of the housetop than be with a brawling woman, a loud and clamorous, confused noise, man. You see? When
you gonna be on? Are you still gonna be on your knees begging for us job? Where you gonna go when we start revolution?
Like a man.
First
So you're
of
Let me go right here. Ecclesiasticus 36 and 24. He that getteth a wife, right? Remember going back to that helpmeet, that servant, right? Beginneth a possession. You see? You keep going back into it to serve, to rule. The man is supposed to rule over that woman. He gets a possession, man. Right? He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself. Right? She's supposed to be coming after the mind of him because she's to be fashioned after him, just like we're supposed to be fasting after Yahweh Shai. You see how it works, that order? Right? And a pillar of rest. She's supposed to be a pillar of rest. This
telling me that a woman has to go work like a man every day, and a man goes work and he's tired when he gets home. A woman's not tired. She has to.
That's not a pillar of rest, man. You know, you go home to that. That is, you see why married men,
Like a man.
When they marry modernized women, especially here in the West, here in America, they take the long route home after work. They go to the bar. They don't want to go home. They create man caves, which, you're supposed to have separation, man. Keep, like the elder apostle always said, keep your edge, right? But still, man, like you don't even like want to be bothered with these demons, man. You see, it's bad enough you go into the world dealing with all the elements of the world, all these spiritual warfare going on in the world. Then you go home, you got to deal with, a demon in your house, man. Yeah.
You're telling me that a woman has to go work like a man every day, and a man goes work.
And I bet you this woman has more than, bodies. She's done racked up bodies like Pokemon cards and shit. You see, like she has a collection of spirits that been ejaculating inside her, man. I know for sure, and I know a little bit. I seen her on a podcast, I think, with Paul Pierce, and just, yeah, man. That she's emotionally unstable because she has all these spirits on her, man. Because the scriptures talk about don't give these women liberty to guide abroad, man. They can't make, and again, the women, sincere women know and understand this. They can't, you go ask a woman what she want to, go ask your girl right now, your woman or your wife, what she want to eat tonight. She don't know, man. You got to make that decision for them, man. They don't know. They're like, they end the cycle.